Good evening, leaders of the heart, on this Wednesday evening, midweek. Still working through a little bit of a cold or a flu. Don't know which one it is, but I'm surviving. I'm getting through. And just really happy to come and talk to you tonight because there's been something that's been on my heart, on my mind this week, and it's something that I'm hoping will really encourage you. And I just want to start off tonight by saying that I am very blessed to be able to be in front of you, and I'm very blessed to be able to share my heart with you, and I thank you for participating in Leaders of the Heart with me. And now I want to encourage you, all of you, each of you, every one of you that's watching this, you have been given the ability to be a leader, and many of you are taking upon this leadership challenge with me, and I know that each one of you is seeing the result in your life, and it may be small things that you're seeing right now, small positive improvements that you're seeing, but I know that you are seeing that, and I'm hearing that from some of you, how you're seeing improvement in your life. Now, when we talk about leadership, we do focus a lot on the people that are following us or the people that we're leading, and that's always important. But tonight I want to talk to you about something a little bit different. When is it a good time to motivate our peers? When is a good time to encourage our peers? And by peers, I mean these would be people that we're not necessarily leading. These are people that are working alongside of us, that are either in the same position that we are or at the same level that we are in our group, organization, in our company, in our community. And I think it's so often easy for us when we're with our peers to just assume that we know we're doing a good job amongst each other. And we become almost obsessed in all the things we talk about with, well, how are we leading the group? How are we moving the group forward? But sometimes leadership is a lonely job. Sometimes there is nobody standing over your shoulder ready to tell you when you're doing a good job. And even at the highest level of leadership, we still need that. So what I wanted to encourage you tonight to do was find a peer in your life right now. Think of it. Think of someone that's working alongside of you. Find something that they're doing right and encourage them about the thing that they're doing right. I had a peer in my life this week where it's really easy to be drawn to the negative. It's really easy to be drawn to the things that where you think, you have differences in leadership and focus on those things. But I decided to put that away. And I focused more on what are the things that they're doing right and what is their heart in the way that they're leading. And the more that I thought about it, the more that I realized that although their style on the outside looked a whole lot different than mine, when you really got down to the heart of it, their heart was the same as mine, right? Which was to help move our group forward. And so what I want to encourage you to do is find a peer that's in your life today, tonight. Think about them. Think about something that they're doing that's right. But think about their heart and why they might be doing that. And then go to them. If it can be tomorrow or later this week or as soon as you see them, go to them and say, thank you. Say, and tell them specifically how you feel like the things that they're doing are helping others. You see, I think for us to be really successful in making leadership an everyday conversation, it's not just about the people that are quote unquote following us. It's about the people that we're working alongside of. And so I see you out there in Facebook as my peers. So you are people that have joined this page and interact with these videos or posts because you want to learn like I do. So tonight, I want to encourage you. You're watching these videos and you're commenting on these posts, and I want to say I do believe that you're making a positive impact in someone's life. Now, I may not be there in the moment to see it, but I've heard from many of you to hear that there's positive things happening in your life. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. If there's 20 of us, I think there's about 25 of us that are liking this page right now. If 25 of us could just impact one more person's life, that would be 50 lives impacted. If each of us impacted 2 lives, that would be 100 lives impacted. Do the math. The more lives that we impact, it has that ballooning effect. And that's powerful. And that can start, worldwide change can start with a sort of a select handful of people. that make it a priority and a mission to change their organizations, communities, and groups. And I know that you're that group. And I'm proud of you. And I'm proud of your efforts. I hope that you'll continue to participate here on Leaders of the Heart. I know that on social media and in our everyday lives, there's a lot of distractions. There's a lot of things that come up. And it does take time to sit down and maybe watch a quick video, look at a post, or interact. But many of you are taking that time. And I'm very happy. I'm happy that together I think we can make a difference. If you look at the graphic over my right shoulder, it says, encourage one another in good works. And that's what we're talking about tonight. The photo that you see is looks like maybe a group of peers or friends that are sitting out on the ledge, and they are taking a moment to take a break and stop and look at where they're going or what they've done. Maybe they just scaled that hill or that cliff there, and they're taking a moment to observe and enjoy the moment. And that's what we need to do together with our peers. If we're at the top of the mountain, let's take a moment and let's pat ourselves on the back and encourage one another. And if we're at the bottom of the mountain and we're about to go up, let's take a moment to encourage one another. And if we're midway up, let's take a moment to encourage one another. I believe that encouraging words are often forgotten to be said. The reason is a lot of times we assume that this person must know that I think that they're doing a good job or I appreciate them. But I think, no, I changed it. I believe that there's power in taking that moment. So oftentimes you see that the words we choose are important. I may have rushed in to say I think this or I think that. But I'll stop myself. The reason I stop myself is I want to be careful with the words that I select and the words that I choose, because those words have vastly different meanings, right? The difference between the word think and the word believe is wildly and fantastically different. The word think means to process analytically in my mind, to rationalize about what is and what is factual in the given moment. And believe means to latch onto or lay hold of an idea or a concept that I fully can't grasp right now, but I take a leap of faith and I believe it to be true. So I believe that we can make an impact. Can I see it all? No. But I believe that we can, and I believe that you are. And I want to encourage you on this Wednesday evening to find a peer. Encourage them in the things that they're doing right. And see what happens tomorrow. Thank you so much for participating with us. I hope to talk to you later this week. Feel free to leave a comment below or talk about ideas you have. I hope to see you soon.